Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, where Phoenix is back on the scene, checking out any leads brung to us from Edgeworth in our first trial. However, it seems that on crossing the bridge at last, thank you, Detective Gumshoe, we found Pearl, completely on the opposite side of where she should be. Oh, Mr. Nick! That voice! Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! So you were here, ever since that night? I was so lonely I thought I was gonna die! When I woke up in the morning and saw that dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. I am Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Mayor last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Mystic Mayor didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. But she can't whip a little girl, can she? Yeah, why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Wah! Mystic Maya! What? Hey, wait, Pearls! She just ran off. Did she set the bridge on fire by accident or something? Now! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that, it's inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. I guess I'd better take another look around since I've finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Does it? Does it? Well, this incinerator being nearby is interesting. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clues concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty! How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Francisca von Karma? I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In fact, I didn't even notice it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. Right, what about these? Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. What's this little post? Phoenix Wright! What? Would you stop calling me my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yeah, this looks like a mooring pole. Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. It does. Oh, that. That's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. But not the rope bridge itself. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything. Who's to say the river doesn't swell? Interesting. Well, let's move over. We never checked out that stuff before. That's probably why I didn't see it. I never pressed left. I went straight in and did what I needed to do. That said, I guess I should just move. This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Mayor Fay was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Yow! You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. She is with us. With the power of it now, it's already there. The power of the past. As we enter. What? Why is there a psych lock looking thing on the door? A psycho lock, sorry. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in a training. Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? A strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Right, including the daubed thing over here. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Indeed, but what's this? What do you think this is? Yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright. It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... a woman? I don't see any women here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? This scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah yes, there is a very appetizing smell in the air. Gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute. I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had on with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Well, the hanging scroll's been updated. Touch to see before and after view under the check screen. Oh, really? What took you so long? Is this Maya? I thought even you'd managed to get here faster than this. No, what? Mr. Trite. Wrong voice, but why is Godot here now? Where's Maya? Prosecutor Godot! I didn't know you were here! Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Ha! I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so... I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, filly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. Well, that quote is obvious as well. I'm only going to say this once, Lady von Whippingberg. Go home. Can you smell what the gravy's cooking? Phoenix Wright! Well, what are you hitting me for? Hit him! Hit him! Ha! You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? Well, let's quiz a bit more. The everyday sexism that's going on from a certain Godot here. Is it very much appreciated by Franziska von Karma? You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course. Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is... well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, you mean that mask you wear is... ugly device?
I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face.
I didn't know, Lieutenant Commander Jordi LaForge.
If he was that rank. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing.
I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened?
Why don't you ask him?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, trite. You. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me.
Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed.
It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, trite?
Well, we know who he is. We know who he is. But Phoenix didn't necessarily meet him, ever. Mr. Diego Armando. Of course, he was involved in the case, but he never met the victim. Earlier, you said I've done something I could never undo. What did you mean by that exactly?
The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island.
That's what Sister Bikini said too.
And I wonder, trite, do you know what the police are doing here today?
What do you mean?
They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing.
Missing?
As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Mayor Fay is not on this side of Dusky Bridge.
Huh? But that's impossible! She came here that night and...
I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place.
One? Where's that?
Behind that chain, I imagine. The sacred cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore.
So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh?
Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best.
Cut the chains, you idiots! No!
Which means, trite, that you send Mayor Fay to her death.
You fool! I sent no one to their deaths. She went for training of her own accord. If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now?
You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Bolt cutters! Well, trite, blowtorch! Once again, or acetylene torch, a woman dies because of you.
Once again? What are you talking about? And so we see the root of the grudge. Someone died. That was going out with someone who died later on, but was brought back to life to find that his lost love, the thought that he was lost, was no longer alive herself. This is a bit wrong for me to blame me. Isn't it red white you want to go after? But I guess she was kind of in my charge, though I was in hers. Misguided aggression. That's what's going on here.
Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you.
Because of me?
And do you know who that was? It was Mayor Fay's sister. That's right, Mia Fay.
Mia?
You killed her.
No, that's not how it was. It's not how it was at all.
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fay was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy personally.
Sure, Miss Fay's murderer was caught. But that won't bring her back. Well, no, but... You were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I say you've learned nothing, trite. You robbed her of her life. And now, you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No.
Nor Mia.
Nutter. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of...
I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundation of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
I highly doubt bolt cutters, or a saw, or an acetylene torch would do what you describe, Guy. Take a bit of time, but still, it would get through and it wouldn't cause tremors. Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with a key?
Ha! Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
There's no keyhole?
That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it.
Then who was it?
Simple, the accused.
What? Iris?
When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there.
Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge to supervise in the early stages of the training.
So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
Iris is the only person who can open this lock? I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out.
So, I should be getting back to work.
Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that your friend of yours brings the accused back here soon.
Edgeworth?
Listen up, trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never.
I never intended to be accepted by you. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright.
That's what everyone says.
Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now.
Well, we can't figure out the trick lock by ourselves, can we?
This door.
Yeah, no, it's basically gone back to the original stuff.
But no way to open it.
All we can do
is step away.
Do you know what? Let's chase down Pearls, who might be here.
I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I?
Who is it? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? A guy, eh? Gumshoe! Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain. This is driving me nuts.
His accent changes every time. Is something troubling you, Scruffy?
Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder, with my whip.
So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How do you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off, or not.
How did you know, sir? Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay?
Well, on the side, you mean the one that says no entry on it?
I, kinda already snuck in there.
Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy?
Huh? A kind of garden-like garden.
A garden?
Yeah. Anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you. I'm asking you, pal. You got me?
Isn't it normally the other way around?
Well, see you later. He's not going to stop me doing it then.
So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Well, she's part of the investigation, so she's allowed in, so if she takes me.
Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off.
Well, so am I. But we'll step inside this secret little garden next episode.
Join me then for more Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, when Maya may or may not be frozen to death. Bye-bye.